welcome to Business Growth School for Service Providers podcast. I'm your host Ali Salman, and this podcast is brought to you by Rapid Boost Marketing, online marketing for service providers. Are you a dentist, realtor, lawyer, accountant? Do you provide services locally? Then this podcast is for you. Here we share strategies, tricks, and techniques on how to generate more leads and sales using online marketing. Join us every day for 5 minutes and take away strategies which you can apply in your business.
For service providers, super excited to have you guys today. My name is Ali Salman, and if you're a local business owner, realtor, lawyer, accountant, plumber, then you should be watching this, because today we are talking about part 3 of how can you rank number 1 on Google and Bing. And we are talking about specifically today about RankBrain. But how did you came to that conclusion? How we got to that conclusion is Google engineer Andrey, right, basically end up saying that there are 3 things which are most important for you to use in order to basically rank number 1 or in top 3 on Google, on other search engines, right? Okay. What are those? Links, we covered that in the first video. Content, we covered that in the second video, and today's video is all about RankBrain, which is basically Google's latest algorithm update, right? Now, what is RankBrain? So what used to happen before, the Google engineers used to basically come up with all this algorithm changes, and they used to become part of algorithm, right? Okay. Now, what happened that in 2015, Google started using machine learning and artificial intelligence, right? In order to understand and how they can basically improve their search results, because every day there are 3 billion people who are searching on Google. There are 3 billion inquiries, 3 billion inquiries made, 3 million searches made on Google, right? And 15% of those searches are new searches. They have never been made before. So how can basically Google can make sure that people what they're looking for, they get really precise and good results, right? And what you are looking for, maybe you're typing something exactly similar to what your wife or your girlfriend is looking for, but you may be looking through a different context, right? So this update basically targets context and relevance. Context and relevance is very important, right? Okay. And because Google wants to show the end user the best possible result, right? Okay. So they visit one website or 2 websites, they should be able to find what they're looking for. Now, as a small business owner, how can you take advantage of that? Before I get into that, let's talk about what does RankBrain is all about. RankBrain is all about context and relevance, but if I break it down, it's all about user experience, right? Here, you have to take human first approach, not SEO first approach. Before it used to let's optimize this page for SEO. Now, you have to basically optimize that page for the person who you are potentially looking to target, because if that person doesn't stays on your website longer, doesn't find what he's looking for, right? Okay, doesn't take the desired action on the website, you are getting a negative point there, because Google knows that you are basically using other techniques to rank, but your website doesn't really offer value, right? So now, right, SEO has changed, right? Before, I think SEO used to be more or less like a manipulation. Now it's about providing excellent A quality user experience, because if you don't provide good information, good user experience, you genuinely don't add value, because someone is coming on your website, they are trading their time with you, right? And if you don't provide what they are looking for, right, you will basically fall in the rankings eventually. Doesn't matter how much links you build, doesn't matter how much content you stuff on, this factor is more like a salt and pepper in the food, right? If you're not doing it right, you'll basically miss out on the whole game. So how can you basically take advantage of the RankBrain? How can you optimize your local business website, right, and basically rank it top 3 end of the day, right? So you have to help reduce your bounce ratio, because bounce ratio means when people come on your website, right, they are not just looking for one page, they are looking for multiple pages. So how can you basically increase their average, time spent on your website, and also they look for other pages, other information. They go much more in depth, right? Average time on the website, very important, straightforward. And action taken on the website. Does that mean did the user downloaded something? Did they contacted you? Did they clicked on something? Did they basically took any sort of an action, right? That's also very, very critical. And how can you improve all of these three things, right? You can basically add visuals. So visuals are videos and photos. They slow people down. When they slow people down, right, okay, they stay more on your website. But when they stay more on your website, for local businesses, it's proven that you get more customers, you get more leads. The more people stay on your website, the more customers you get. End of the day, it's a simple math, right? The trust goes up, right? Focus on the knowledge gap. Really understand and find out that what your customers, your potential customers are looking for. Where is the knowledge gap exist, right? When they come on your website, can you genuinely help them out? So they come in there and say this website answered all of my questions, what I was looking for. That's how you have to think when you design your website, when you write content on your website, right? Focus on more engagement, because now Google is also looking at social signals. Google is seeing that, okay, how many people are sharing this? How many people are liking this? How many people are talking about this? Because you know what, right, okay, if the content is not really good, not a lot of people will engage with it, right? So your engagement is also very, very critical, and indirectly all of that is affecting your search engine optimization. So previously, right, some years ago they said social media is a separate game, search engines are a separate game, they don't really talk to each other, it's a separate thing. But now it's all intertwined, and social signals are very, very critical for you to rank higher in search engine. And BuzzSumo, there's a tool exists which just helps you do that, right? More engagement is very, very critical for you to rank. So if we sum this all up, right, okay, you say okay, how can I take advantage of RankBrain? I should say produce good quality, high quality content. How can you do that? Well, I have a suggestion for you. Follow EECU formula. And what you can do is the video 2, the previous video of this series has, I explain EECU formula, then what is that, right? And if you stick to that, if you basically create content around that, right, that has proven, right? We have basically worked this in our clients, we do that inside out. And let me tell you, right, so recently we conducted this experiment on our own website at rapidboostmarketing.com, right? We were able to reduce our bounce ratio significantly, right? But basically just applying EECU formula in our content. So hopefully you'll be able to learn something from or take something away from today's video. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, if you have any comments, please go down there or reach out to me directly. I love to hear from you. Thank you for sticking out. Thank you for watching this. Have a good day. Make it count. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to listen to previous episodes, go to rapidboostmarketing.com/grow. Again, I'll repeat that, rapidboostmarketing.com/grow. I'll catch you tomorrow bright and early with another business growth lesson. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.